I'm doing college football 27. Georgia versus Georgia Tech. I hope y'all know that. Georgia and Georgia Tech.
Glad to have you with us from Camping World Stadium in Orlando, Florida. Fittingly, we have something that should be a most delectable matchup for anyone who loves a little flavor in the Pop-Tarts Bowl. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, Georgia's head coach told me pregame, this is a fun matchup here today for conference bragging rights. The SEC versus the ACC. These are two teams and two conferences that are always trying to get chippy, talk about who is the more dominant league. They'll have a chance to prove it here on the field today. Both coaches say they want to dominate at the line of scrimmage and show just who is the more physical league. Guys?
All right, Holly.
And plus, we're inside the Pop-Tart Bowl, so...
I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So Georgia Tech's offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And let me tell you about these linebackers. This group can make life miserable on any offense.
And that matchup with this running back versus these linebackers is a lot of fun. And David, one thing talking to the defense this week is that they take pride in stopping the run. And these linebackers told us in meetings, this guy has not seen a defense like us, and they definitely have not played a linebacking unit as athletic as we are. We are looking to make a statement in this one by shutting this guy down.
And I love the confidence of the young guys, and I love the confidence of the defense, and they got some swag. But make no mistake, this running back is good, and this might be the best guy that they've seen, so...
Snagged it, and there's running room. Smashes through the tackle. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Yellow Jackets trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. This is a designed run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So Georgia's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David, and we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week one thing. They're going to try to line up, and they're going to try and run the football. When you've got a tailback like they've got, you've got this offensive line, man, they're hard to stop.
They are hard to stop, man. And what I love about offensive linemen, I like when they don't like people. And they enjoy moving people against their will. And this unit, man, they're going to pave holes, and this running back's going to get the credit. But make no mistake about it. Up front, paves the way, and makes his job so much easier.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. When you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll turn to the jet sweep to try to convert. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Running it to the right. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, it's Mendoza. Sets up the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting them on the ground.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. On target to the left. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the 1st quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. They're going to go for this, down 2 possessions, and try to keep this drive alive. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll give to Frazier.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Nowhere close close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The run inside. It's Frazier. There's a little room there. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Let's go. Let's go.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! What a catch in the end zone for 6. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, and not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
I'm not kicking off.
The big fella's on the field, guys, for the two-point conversion. Here's Nate Frazier. He will be stopped short, just shy of the goal line, and the two-point conversion attempt will fail.
That's bad kick.
Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Under fire, and they got him. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Takes the easy completion. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out.
I know what to do. I know what to do. I know what to do. I do not know.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
Come on,
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if
Goff, what a play to set him up. He can be dangerous with his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
you got to be so careful too, Dave, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football. Where the sticks are, they break on it, and they get the big interception.
Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. Using his legs, it's Hosley. And into the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Off the play fake on first down. Tight end getting vertical. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB.
Sprinting away. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
He's not the biggest guy in the world, but on big moments, big 4th downs, they look for it.
And those guys are so hard to get your hands on. Like, you want to come up and jam them, you know the ball's going to come out pretty quickly, but he does a great job winning at the line of scrimmage. QB and him, same page. 4th down, no problem.
The Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Give to the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, and the defense tackles him at the 3. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll run with Nate Frazier. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Dogs!
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. I don't know what this says about trusting your defense, but they're going for an early onside kick down one possession. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. To the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're on 12. That's the kind of drive every... Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to win.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
What a season it has been, and it's been great to share it with you. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Alright, left feet. Right feet. Alright, I think we're ready. This is even curable.
Glad to have you with us from Camping World Stadium in Orlando, Florida. The postseason rolls on today with the Cure Bowl. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer. These teams might have to brave the elements in this one. Isn't that right, Holly Rowe?
I can tell you on the field, we could not ask for better conditions this late in the season. It is a gorgeous day for college football here in this bowl game. I'm expecting both offenses to open it up and air it out. Perfect conditions. The field is in great shape. I'll keep you posted on just how things develop here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So Miami's offense will go on the attack first. Malachi Tony. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays.
And I'm just telling you, being around Jesse Palmer all week, these two schools, he wouldn't mind playing for these schools because they develop the wide receiver position year in and year out. They find guys with athletic ability that are playmakers, and it's no different today. Palmer, talk about these two dudes.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, they've...
And the ball's out there after it. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Tigers. And they turn it into a defensive score.
That's such a great job by the defense because they never quit on the play. Yeah, they gave up a completion, but did you see them swarm to it, rip the ball out? They're able to scoop it, score.
This is not supposed to be happening.
A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Coming out with it, it's Lyle. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Miami's offense will have the football first. Malachi Tony, and you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense.
And I'm just telling you, being around Jesse Palmer all week, these two schools, he wouldn't mind playing for these schools because they develop the wide receiver position year in and year out. They find guys with athletic ability that are playmakers, and it's no different today. Palmer, talk about these two dudes.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, they fit this game in the tradition of both these schools, putting out All-American receivers, Biletnikoff winners, first-round draft picks at the position, and you've got two of those guys here in this game. They're each going to get a bunch of balls thrown their way. They're both so dangerous after the...
Goff, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
Man, I like games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you can tell QB might have been a little excited, forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early.
I don't know this about to be bad here. I gotta restart. I don't know this about to be bad here.
team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. Malachi Tony. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays.
And I'm just telling you, being around Jesse Palmer all week, these two schools, he wouldn't mind playing for these schools because they develop the wide receiver position year in and year out. They find guys with athletic ability that are playmakers, and it's no different today. Palmer, talk about these two dudes.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, they fit this game in the tradition of both these schools, putting out All-American receivers, Biletnikoff winners, first-round draft picks at the position. And you've got two of those guys here in this game. They're each going to get a bunch of balls thrown their way. They're both so dangerous after the catch. This is a quarterback's dream to get a chance to play in either of these two offenses. This one's going to be fun.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum established.
So Clemson's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
Well, for years, Clemson has had big-time D linemen, and they've always had to replace them. Peter Woods and T.J. Parker now, David, are two guys that they've had to go to the portal and the high school route to try and fill those voids as well. But we know one thing about Clemson. They're going to find the guys up front on this D-line, and there's no doubt in my mind this is going to be a dominant unit.
And you talked about the portal in high school, and we know how Dabo Swinney feels about that, right? He wants to build through high school and get these young bucks. So a lot of guys highly rated in this system that they've developed that now they get to put on the field, and every year, you're right, they seem to find these guys that become problems.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, the offense is trying to go bootleg play action that time, but it had no chance because the defensive end won so quickly at the line of scrimmage. He was able to get in the backfield. He smothered the quarterback so fast for a sack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chain. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They kick it away on 4th down. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Here's Darian Mensah to throw.
Flag. Oh.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. After that penalty, now they're set up inside the red zone on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. There's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play action fake. Hauls it in. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Clemson. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Finding them. Down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here.
I can't do nothing else.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's Mensah to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great. Guys, look at this. You're surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
What a shot in the arm something like that can give you. You take over, 1st and goal from the 3. From the red zone, it's Davidson. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They're going to run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space, it's Fletcher. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Mensah throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Running free. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
And I really love the idea of this guy running crossing routes, right, guys? He's got the speed to separate from defenders, but if you could put it out in front of him on the run, he's going to catch that thing and turn it up, and you saw all the yards after catch on that one. That was a big-time play, really nice play design for a guy with tremendous speed.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Throwing, Mensah. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Rushes on him. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Touchdown, Miami! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. The snap sets up to throw.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near.
Makes the catch and he's free. That's way that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the five-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school and the guys they brought in.
Is it the guy, though? Because you mentioned it, David, and you're so right. When they had Deshaun Watson or they had Trevor Lawrence, they were the guy. They were the guy that took this offense, took this entire team to a national championship caliber level. They were true alphas at the quarterback position, and now we're going to find out if this new guy is the guy.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He's got him in the flat. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Man, that is so much easier said than done. To be a linebacker and have to play the run and then break on the running back and then tackle him in open space, like you've got to be a really, really good athlete. It started with his eyes, seeing the running back creep out to the flat, breaking on it, and then being physical for the tackle.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Nestled just inside that right upright. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score.
There he goes! Makes it past the marker. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. He'll pull it down and run. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The Hurricanes looking to convert on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Makes the catch. It's Moore. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense, you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Caught on the left side by Wesco. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Hurricane. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Looking downfield on first down. And the defense, got him at the 27. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. Breaks into the open. And he'll be brought down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a big play. Caught at the 25. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's Mensah to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna take a shot on 2nd and short. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half, they're gonna have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Fires to the right. He caught it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Oh, they're after him! Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
Keeps it on the option. And going to the run is going to backfire as the clock runs out here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29 and a solid return there. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Checking in with Clemson's coach at the half. They have got to keep feeding their star wide receiver. He has been brilliant here in the first half, showing his experience against every type of defense they've tried to throw at him. He continues to be a problem, one the defense will have to solve if they expect to turn around this second half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Davidson. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Keep it on the ground. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They find Wesco open on the right. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. The option look. Now the pitch. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Never a doubt. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Soft spot in the middle. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and then speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. He's going for it all. Pulls it in down the sideline. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. A pick 6. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the right. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys.
That is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Touchdown, Tiger. The defense putting points on the board.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can this guy do?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Mensah. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Tries to get it on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll move the tight end. On the run, it's Fletcher. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Hauls it in. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Canes are flying down the field. Throwing Mensah. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, and I tell you what, he was looking for his main man. He wanted to focus in on him. He wanted to force feed him the football. Nice job by the defense. Great coverage. Great job knocking the ball away.
Trying to move them on the counter. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Sends it back in motion. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable. Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understanding late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he's thrown another interception. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. For the 18.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Just feeds the running back. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. The run inside. It's Davidson. Maybe a crease. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Now on the move. Turning it on. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Running inside, it's Davidson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He'll keep it on 2nd down. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. You know, there's no real reason to panic when you think about it when it's panicking ever really helps. But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics. I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things.